Hello and welcome to GM-BIST Construction. I remain Benedict, your instructor. Today we are going to learn how to carry out our foundation layout. So after you have done your analysis, everything is okay, you have exported your details to your Autocad. The next thing is to create your foundation. Now in our other videos I've taught you how to carry out your slab detailing, your beam detailing, and so today we are going to learn just about your foundation layout. So this is a architectural ground plan. So this is a ground floor. So I will be erasing or deleting those things that are not needed here. So I can just click on this one, say create similar, select similar, then I'll highlight. I'll do the same thing. I'm going to do this. So the next thing I'll say select similar, then I'll highlight. So I will now copy this. I'll copy this, copy from the common point. I'll come here, click. So the next thing I will use my polyline. So my polyline here. So I will change my color. Let me use blue. So I can take it from here in this place to here to here, or I can use my rectangle for these ones. I'll do the same thing this side. I'll do the same thing. It's a faster way of doing your foundation layout. So that you're trying to offset lines. It's a faster way of doing it. So I can take this from here all the way to here. I also have my porch here. Take it this way. Now I can still use my polyline. I will use my polyline for the external boundaries now. Click here. Take this, bring it to this place. Take this to here to here. So I can now offset. So I'll offset 230. Let's offset. Can set the external walls too. Set this. So the next thing, after offsetting and after drawing, I will just select this line of the architectural, select similar. Now I will delete. I don't want to see anything that has to do architectural here, architectural lines again. I will select and delete. So instead of you trying to trim, do one or trimming like that, you just select similar. I don't need all of this. This will save your time and energy, so you don't need to spend much time on carrying out your foundation layout. So the next thing I will now do is just to select this. I will select this. Now press my Ctrl key I will trim. I'll just trim. I'll hold my control key. So once I click here, everything inside within the space. But remember, I selected my footings layout, so that I will be able to trim this. I see that I'm not wasting much time. So once I click here, everything here trims. See, there's always an easy way of doing most things in this life, but when you don't know, you spend much time in carrying out just foundation layouts. You know that most of your designs, architects will give you and say they need it the next day. Structural designs are always urgent work. I don't know why. So you as a structural engineer, you have to develop ways which you'll be able to do this fast, and you ensure that your work is neat, not just rushing to do something, and at the end of the day there'll be so much mistakes. Okay, I will extend this line when I come back. For now, let me continue. Okay, there are still some architectural lines. I will delete them as well. I still see okay. So I'm done trimming. So the next thing, I can see some architectural lines here. I will just click on them, select. Oh, okay. So this one I will just delete. So here I can just say line. So I'm done. So the next thing is to select this. Let me increase this to 6. Now I can just say line width. Display. So okay, I have something to trim here. You can see that I did not select my footings layout. When I say footing layout, I mean this. So once I don't select, I'll have to be trimming the line one after the other. So I can see, click on one of this line, change the property. Let me use black. I love using black. I don't know why. So I will now say match. Click on this. So you can see that in less than how many minutes I'm able to do my foundation layout. So we're also going to be learning how to detail our columns. I don't export or import any template here. I'm just using what I have. So for those of you that are always looking for templates, at GM-BIST construction, our tutorials are always for beginners, so that even though you don't have access to anything, you can actually carry out your design, get your money, and you'll be proud of yourself. So even without your templates, without anything here, you can do your foundation layout in just less than 5 minutes. So the type of color here depends on you, but the reason why I like using black is that for every printer it will be able to print easily. So the next thing is to detail my columns. So I will just come to this section This section always explain everything to you. So you can see that we have only just one section here. All the sections are for Y60. So I will just pick one of the section, C1. I will just say copy. I will just call this is 1C1 and 2 because all of them have the same property. I'll just copy. So for this tutorial I'm going to use this template because I say everything here is going to be default. So this is what I will do. If I don't want, I will leave it as that. If I don't want to do that, I just want to work on it. So this will be 4 instead of 2. This will be 4 Y16, and this is will be 4 Y16 too. So I'll delete this. Delete this. I don't need this. Don't need this. So I'll now say copy. I can copy this, or I can decide to use my font size. And this will be CT1. You can move it. So this is a situation where you don't have. I can decide to scale. Let me reduce the scale. I just manually reduce it. Now see move. So this is a situation where you don't have your templates. So the next thing I do is to come here. So this is 1. I'll be counting 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So this is 18. So I will come here. I will edit this as again. I will now enter the brackets norms. I can just do this. Then I say 18 numbers. Sorry, let me delete this. Now I can still copy this. Just keep it down. This for beginners, that's why I'm doing all of this. 18 nums. This bracket, and then this bracket here. Then I move this. So for CT1s, column type 1, we have 18 of them. So the next thing we'll do is to detail our footings. So let me see my footings. I have 1.2, I have 1.4, I have 1.4. So I want to check the highest. 1.4, 1.2. So I think we have just two of our footings. So this is what I will do. Let me move the ones we need. Move it closer. Then this is the way I used to detail my footings. I will delete this. So I'll now rearrange it. Normal auto mode. Keep it this way. So now move this. Delete this, then I move. For my tie, I can also copy it. And I'll do the same thing this side. I will delete. Delete this. Then I will also move. So my advice is always that when you are designing, when you are trying to carry out design from your Protastructure, always try to make your footings uniform. Like, it's not always good that you have so many sizes of footings. Let's say like I have 1.4, then I will be having 1.5, I will be having 1.550. No, it doesn't make sense, and sometimes the reinforcement may still be the same. So it's always advisable that you try to work on your footing sizes, because you are the structural engineer. Don't allow the software to be controlling you. You be in charge. Always be in charge. So I don't need this at the top, but I can still make use of it. I can say copy. Maybe I will use this as, this will definitely be my BT1. So BT1, then bracket, numbers. So the numbers are not defined now. So the next thing I will do is to, let me copy this. So anywhere I see 1.2, look at 1.2 written over here. This is the footing size written over here. I'll just change this to B. So I will now copy. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, another B2, this is 4, okay, this is 5, okay, we'll have 1.6, okay, this is 5, this is 6, and this is 7. So for BT1 we have 7 numbers. Have 7. And then I close the brackets. So go back to copy. We'll now work on BT2 1.4 by 1.4. So we have 1.4. This will now change to BT2. So I will now change this to BT2. So I will now copy. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6, this is 7, this is 8, this is 9, 10. So we have 10 BT2. So I will now change this one to 10. So I can see 1.6 here. This is F14. You can either highlight, let me see, F14, C114. and you right click and you see find. You see, I just say 14 to find. So I cannot get it here. So once you just know the identification of that particular column, you can just say find and you locate it. So this is it. So whichever one that will save you time, then needs to be faster, not just faster. Always remember that you are working with safety, so don't be too fast and forget to detail it properly. You take another footing for another one, fix for a particular footing. Avoid that. So but there are easy ways in which you can actually carry out your design to be safe and it will be faster, and that is what I'm showing you here for free. So for those of you that want to know how to detail combined footings, I've also done that in one of my videos. You can check my YouTube channels for the video. So I'm also going to teach you how to determine the number of or the quantity of reinforcement for your particular footing. It's going to be brief. So I'm done. So I already know that for BT3 we have just one number. So I will just put this. So this is BT3. I will remove the S. Now just leave 1. So I'll come here, say copy. And so BT3 is 1. So the next thing is to delete this, delete this, delete this, delete this. You have used another symbol or right up to represent all of this, so you don't need them. Delete this. You can see that our foundation layout, you can see that the work is so neat. So you can actually put your mesh, but in this video we'll not be doing that. But I've done that in some of my video, and in that video we actually use a design template, so we have everything. But in this one there's no design template. So wherever you find yourself, you can just make reference to our tutorial videos. What we always do is that we try as much as possible to use designs that are for basic beginners, so that you'll be able to learn, try to carry out what you have done, and then we advance to other structures. So you can see that this is neat, very neat. So you can actually carry out your dimensions now. So what I usually do is I'll increase the reinforcement, the lettering of this side, the size. So I can just come to property. So this one is already on 200. I'll just type, I normally use 200. So I'll do the same thing to this. I'll select similar varies, and I can just say 180 for this. Let's see, it does not increase. Okay, so I don't need this. Don't need anything here. Don't need this. Don't need this. Don't need this. So this is very simple. This is all what you need to do to design your foundation layout, detail your columns, and detail your footings. You can see that we have done this in less than 30 minutes. So if you follow this process, you'll be able to carry out your design with ease, and you'll be able to deliver with time. So do subscribe to our YouTube channels, like and comment and share. If there are questions, we are always available 24 hours to respond to your comments. Do write or put down your comment in the comment section. Thank you. I remain Benedict from GM-BIST Construction.